So, Dead Hip Hop album review. We got Macklemore, The Heist. And this is the first time I'm actually listening to a Macklemore project. Beginning to end, I've heard a couple singles and stuff. Don't ask me for the names. You know who you talking to right now. But the album, to me, was good. It wasn't great. I wasn't blown away. And I think it was more so because of the production for me. Macklemore off rip is a spitter. I think that's the first impression I got from Macklemore on this project right here. He just spits, and he spits hard, and I like him, and I like his subject matter. He's just not talking BS, you know what I'm saying? But I think for me, the production threw me off on this. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really digging it like that. I wasn't loving it, but I like Macklemore. I did not like the production. I just did not like the production. Thrift Store, I thought that shit was hilarious. I definitely bang with that joint. White Walls is probably my favorite. That's the one that had Schoolboy and who's the other dude?
Hollis? I don't know who that is either. Never heard of him before.
No, I never heard of him either. But you know me, I'm down south, so definitely like the White Walls. And the song, I think, from a meaning standpoint, for me, which song I liked was Wings. You know how he was talking about, you know, how everybody, you know, rock Nikes and this, that, and the third, and that's what technically culture is, but it's really not. And, you know, it's not about buying things and you know, trying to fit into something, you know, just be you. So that's definitely what I got from Wings. But overall, man, I definitely like Macklemore, the rapper. Wasn't feeling the beats. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good project. But it's not something I'm going to be listening to like that. It's not something I'm gonna keep on repeat. At least not this one.
But yes, Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, definitely like this project somewhat. I think same thing with people. I thought the production, similar to XV, was a little too happy for me. Some of the production on it was a little too happy. But I disagree with you. That White Walls was my least favorite track on the song. Yeah, that shit was my least favorite. Like, I was like, skip. Like, I mean, I didn't have no desire to listen to that song again. My favorite songs on this project was his most personal songs, which was that Strain? Was it track number 14?
Starting Over.
About him, Start Over. Start Over. About him talking about him relapsing and stuff, and how people looking at him like, oh, he's just a guy and he got over drugs. But he's like, shit, I'm shaking. I'm over here. I'm itching for another fiend. Nah, that song, that Jimmy Iovine song. Oh my God, that's another one of my favorite tracks. Like, and the way the album start off, that's why I said the production was just too happy. The MC wise, I mean, I always like Macklemore. I mean, if you listen to some of his unplanned mixtape, the Versus EP, you will love those joints. You will like those. I think for me, I like them a lot better because the production.
You don't like those, you ain't gonna like those either. It's the same shit. You ain't
the same production.
No, it ain't
the same production, but I don't think. I think if you dislike this album, I don't think you're gonna care for the unplanned mixtape.
I didn't necessarily dislike this album. I didn't like the production.
Yeah,
I think it's still kind of
it's in the same
vein.
Yeah, but this is little too happy. Some of it, like Thrift Store, was, even though I heard it before, Thrift Store. One of my standout tracks was Same Love. I love that joint. Neon Cathedral was one of my favorite joints as well. Huh?
Nothing.
Oh. you fucked me up with that shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, nigga,
Same Love, pause. Never mind.
Oh. Mike, God damn it, Mike.
It was a great song though.
But yeah, overall, like, I always like Macklemore for him being very, you know, putting everything out as an MC, being brutally honest. I love, what was that? I said Jimmy Iovine, Same Love. It was one more I'm forgetting that I absolutely love. I didn't get the bonus joint, but I know he had Oh My, I think it was that Oh My on there. I heard that one already. He had like he released like 5 songs on here before the 6 songs on here before the album. So it's like I heard, that's my only gripe. The production, some of the production was too friendly, and I heard like almost half the album before the album already came out. But another one, that damn instrumental,
instrumental was dope.
Yeah, that Bomb Bomb. Oh yes, yeah. Ryan Lewis went in on that. Shout out to Ryan Lewis on that joint. But overall, I mean, I like the project. It just, the production could have been a little bit more darker for what his subject matter. But other than that, I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah, I thought that instrumental was actually a really good use and a really good placement of an instrumental.
It was like halftime.
It was really kind of broke up the album a little bit, moving into, you know, I guess the second half. But But yeah, I mean, and going back to Schoolboy Q and even Ab Soul, I think for me they almost sound a little bit out of place on the album a little bit because I didn't really feel kind of what they were doing on the album. Yeah, I mean, even though I think Ab Soul just did the hook, I still don't think he just didn't sound like he fit. Yeah, he had a verse. I was trying my best to see if he did because I could not tell. Wow.
Who played Jimmy Iovine?
Oh. What's your name? Macklemore? Oh, shit.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, it was a little eerie, man, because I kept trying to listen to it to see if I can pick up whether or not he had a verse or not. But yeah, they just kind of sounded a little bit out of place for me. I don't know if it sounded happy to me though. But you know, I overall I think the production was definitely good. But you know, I think I like Thrift Store, like you, FIFO. I thought that was a nice, happy, fun type of song. You know, kind of considering some of the topics that Macklemore do cover. Same Love was definitely a great subject matter, and that's one of the things that Macklemore will do is he will touch on songs that are, you know, typically not something that hip-hop artists will talk about. It definitely on the level that he's talking about it, where he's admitting that he kind of thought he was gay, and he kind of went into the details about that. So, and Macklemore does that. He's very introspective, and he gives, you know, you as a listener, you know, him. You know, and people connect with that, just like Starting Over. That's, you know, that's really a strong track.
I feel like he's talking to you more so than just like rapping. You know what I mean? It's like he's having a conversation with you. So.
Yeah, and I thought Wings was great, and I like the touch that he put on Wings with the children, because when you kind of hear the children, at least for me, I think about the child labor, you know, the overseas where they, you know, all this stuff is done overseas, and you know, you think about the kids that are over there putting these shoes together for pennies. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a great touch by Ryan Lewis and Macklemore to kind of put that on there, man. But yeah, overall, definitely, I think it was a good project, man. A very good, strong project. He definitely had, you know, a lot of songs on there that touched on a lot of subject matters. But I think he kept it, you know, he kept it balanced. You know, he had some fun songs in there. He had some very serious songs in there. And like I said, you know, Ryan Lewis was great with the instrumental. I thought that was perfect, man. Actually, probably one of my favorite tracks on the album. And the second track, Can't Hold Us Down. Yeah, huh? Yeah, Can't Hold Us, man. Yeah, that was another one of my favorite tracks, man. I love the vocalist on that one, man. I really like his touch on that because he was really good. Unlike how towards the end of the song he even layered a little bit more with some ad-libs back there. So,
you know,
yeah.
what I like on that second track too is like how when he was rapping, like he paused the beat so you could hear Macklemore. I love when artists do that, because when you have a lyrical artist like that, you really want to hear what he's saying and not let the music detract from it. And I love when they do it. And he's a spitter. And I think that's what caught my ear. Like I had to replay that second track. Like, okay, let me listen to that again.
Yeah, good shit from Macklemore, man. Definitely a good album, man. A good follow-up to the EP that him and Ryan Lewis put together when they first started working together, you know, as a tandem. So shout out to him, man.
I think I like this album a whole lot more than y'all. I loved it, man. I thought this album was great. I knew when I heard the Versus EP that this dude was going to be a fucking superstar. And I remember arguing with y'all back in the day, not back in the day, but like a year ago, about this dude. It seems like it was back in the day. About this guy, man. Like he's destined for fucking stardom, man. This guy, he's not your average indie rapper. He's a fucking songwriter, and I think that's what sets him apart from a lot of people. On the Versus EP, the first thing I noticed is that he's so personal. He puts lines together just incredibly, and his voice goes so well with Ryan Lewis's production. And with this one, I felt the same thing, man. I think he just solidified himself as being a fucking great songwriter, man. He's deep. You know, he's able to connect with people. He has that same gift that Ali has, where, you know, you're being almost preached to, but you don't even fucking know it. You're just listening to good music and you walk away and you're like, oh shit, he just, you know, message. I didn't even know it was happening. I'm with B. White Walls, it needs to just be cut off this album. It didn't fit at all. I thought it was a fucking really bad track. along with Cowboy Boots. I thought that track was terrible and it was a bad closer for the album. But those are the only 2 tracks that I didn't think were fucking awesome. Every other track, I thought Ryan Lewis's production was totally on point. Even though some songs were poppy, I think Ryan Lewis is able to do poppy well. Like, it doesn't sound like some bubblegum, like, oh, haha, bullshit. It just sounds like this is a more radio-friendly track. And maybe that's what they're going for with this album, something that they could play on the radio. I don't really know. But yeah, Starting Over was definitely my favorite track of the album. You know, the way he spun it, where, you know, Other Side had people looking at him like he was just this poster child for recovery. And, you know, put him up on this pedestal like he was a god, and then he's like, look, nah, man, I'm fucking human. I fucked up. Yeah. You know, and I feel bad about it, but that's the way shit happens, you know?
How can I tell you about my situation when I'm still itching for a fucking thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still itching for that damn hit.
And the story tells where the girl comes up to him and she's just like, you help me, and he's like, fuck, and look at me. I just fucked up. But again, same with Neon Cathedral. I fucking love that track. You know, the horns and the violins, but then he's talking to the bartender. I mean, it may sound a little bit stupid, but I thought it was a fucking dope idea.
And the vocalist was awesome, I thought, on that song. The vocalist, whoever was singing the hook on that one, on that song. Yes, I forgot. I can't remember the name, but they did a good job, like, on singing the hook. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
You good. I can't remember the name either, but shit, the Same Love. I think that's by far the best hip-hop song about that subject that's ever been done. Hands fucking down, that I've heard at least. There might be one better that I haven't heard, but that I've heard, hands fucking down. Hands fucking down. And like, I forget which one of y'all said that, where he was admitting to how he thought. Oh, okay, Ken said that. Where he was admitting, he was like, it was me, give me my credit, goddamn. Yeah, I agree with you totally, man. That's daring for someone to come out and be like, yeah, when I was younger, I thought I was gay. And he definitely hit home with the, you know, calling people faggots in the comment section. You motherfuckers that be doing that stupid shit.
Acting all tough behind the keyboard.
Yeah, acting all tough behind the keyboard, calling people faggots and whatever. You know, and not realizing what they're saying. That goes back to the combo that we had, where I don't remember who was arguing that that's not what they meant, but you know, he's saying basically the same shit I was saying, that you just don't know the power behind your words.
Man, for me, like I said, you know, I like Macklemore the artist. If you listen to hip hop, there's no way that you can say that this guy is trash. Like, that's impossible. He's definitely a dope artist. For me, the beats just, like, I agree with B, like, it just didn't match what he was trying to portray. For me, it didn't paint the right picture. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't paint the right picture. But overall, I didn't like it like that. And it doesn't bump in my whip.
Yeah, definitely don't like this project. I wish I would have had a little bit more darker production, I guess, from Ryan Lewis for Macklemore. But other than that, I still like the project. It's a good project. You know, scoop it up, as in Ken would say. You know what I mean? Scoop it up. You know, I'll copy it, you know, support it. Hopefully he get more than, you know, get up to 100,000 copies as an indie artist, man. I think that's good what he's doing. It's showing what you can do as an indie artist for hip hop. And he said it on Make Money. You know what I mean? So copy it.
I appreciate artists like Macklemore, man, that stick to the script of what they want to do as artists. And, you know, for that, I saw it in Best Buy, and I copped it in Best Buy as well, because, you know, this guy he believes in what he wants to do, and he's out there doing it, even though it's costing him like hours on a day. But he's persistent, and, you know, he's battling, trying to decide whether or not he wants to sign with the label or stay independent. But, you know, because
listen to Jimmy Iovine, I think he's going to stay in there. I don't think he's going to. I don't know what you think about him from based on Jimmy Iovine alone.
He definitely says that. But I think, you know, just considering all of the work that he has to put into it, you know, he can't help but look and say, man, you know, I wouldn't have to do as much if I was with the label. But, you know, will he go there? Of course, obviously he won't, you know, based on what he's saying. But yeah, man, definitely, you know, so artists like him, I appreciate. I think the project is definitely a good project. He touches on a lot of different subjects that a lot of hip hop artists are afraid to really touch on, and he does it in such a way that really draws you in, and you can really feel and and appreciate where he's coming from, because he's honest and he's very introspective. So support dude, get out there, man, cop the album, scoop it up, and that's it. So fuck y'all.
Yeah, it's a great album, man. I definitely like these kind of rappers who are honest, you know, no matter what. Like, even if they think that it's gonna not be beneficial to their career, they're gonna be honest. And I definitely think this type of hip hop needs to be supported. This is a great album. I definitely think I liked it a lot more than the rest of these guys. I had no issue with the production. I think Ryan Lewis is a fucking, I don't want to say he's a genius, but he's a very, very, very good producer the way he puts together beats. And I think Macklemore's style fits in fucking like a glove, man, perfectly. So yeah, definitely go fucking buy the shit. It's $7.99. Like, come on. You know, or don't bitch about shitty hip hop being on the fucking radio. Go buy this dude's album. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I definitely want to drill in though that Starting Over is still, that's probably in my top 10 hip hop songs of this year. I think that song is fucking phenomenal. Once again, not since Slug has someone written a really good alcoholic song that I've been like, wow. You know, not since Pour Me Another have I been like, wow, god damn, that's a fucking deep ass song. I mean, I ain't gonna stop drinking just 'cause I listen to it, but it's a good fucking song, man. But yeah, pick this album up. Pick it up. $7.99. Pick it up. God damn it.